driven all versions of the current generation BMW X6. A 30D off camera, an M50i in January, and now the big daddy, the X6M Competition. And I'm a fan. I don't think it's as compromised as people say it is. Despite its lower roofline and its sportier side profile, the boot is decent and space inside here is plenty. And if you, BMW, I'm talking to you, really want to design cars with huge grills, then this is the way to do it. So what I'm saying is that if circumstances in my life would change and I really needed to buy an SUV, this is the style of car I would go for. But there's one thing that's been bugging me with cars like this for a while now. Why would you build an M version of a BMW X6? I mean, what's the point? Building an X6M Competition brings BMW into quite dangerous territories because this car costs, wait for it, 160,000 euros. So yeah, that's the purpose of today's video. Try to figure out if this car is a proper M car and if it deserves its price tag. So this is the 2020 BMW X6M Competition. It is an absolute monster. It features a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 under the bonnet that can produce 625 horsepower and 750 Nm of torque. Power goes to all four wheels via the MX-Drive all-wheel drive system, and the transmission is an 8-speed ZF torque converter automatic. This particular example is finished in Donington Grey, a superb color if you ask me, and because this is the competition model, it rides on 21-inch wheels at the front and 22s at the back. It features a more aggressive body kit, an adaptive damper system, no air suspension for M cars, and these M-specific wing mirrors. The interior is superb, there's top quality materials everywhere and the fit and finish is outstanding. The optional carbon fiber pack is a welcome addition to this already awesome interior, and these M seats are fantastic. They look great, they're super comfortable, and they also hug you into place very well when driving fast. They're obviously electrically operated, heated, cooled, and they also offer a massage function. Also specific to the new M cars is the redesigned instrument cluster, which finally looks good, and this new gear shifter, which I also like a lot. Other than that, there's no elements that sets this car apart from the M50i I drove in January. But that's not a bad thing because that car was pretty awesome. Now let's jump in the driver's seat and see how this car feels on the road. 3.8 seconds from standstill to 100 kilometers per hour. Jesus Christ. Put this car in the wrong hands and it's more dangerous than carrying a gun. 750 Newton meters of torque and 290 kilometers per hour top speed because this car has the M driver's package fitted to it. Bonkers. But this car also has the same problem that all fast and massive SUVs have, which is the fact that they can't really translate the sensation of speed onto the inside. The car is stupidly fast, but if you don't look at the speedometer when you're accelerating at full throttle, it doesn't feel as manic on the inside. Now, the main reason why I wanted to drive this car is to see if it is a proper M car. And yes, I know what you're about to type in the comment section down below. You're gonna say that this is an SUV and it won't be able to match other M cars, sedans or coupes, but this car wears the M badge, so it needs to deliver. And the news is not good on that front. As an owner of an M2 Competition, driving this X6M Competition doesn't really feel like driving an M car. It's quite refined, it's comfortable even in its sportiest settings, and even when you're going full throttle, it doesn't feel particularly crazy. Drive this car for a couple of hours and you'll quickly forget you're inside an M car. Now, I'm not expecting M2 levels of excitement, but I was really hoping that this car would be sort of an F90 M5 in SUV form. That car, even though it's also four-wheel driven, felt like a proper M car. As soon as you got in it and drove away, the suspension would immediately let you know that you're driving something more special than your M550i, for example. The ride was pretty harsh, the steering felt heavy, and when you were at full throttle, it felt pretty exciting, to say the least. But when I'm driving this particular car, I don't really feel much of a difference between it and the M50i I drove back in January. Now, don't get me wrong, this car is awesome. It's very fast, like I said before. It simply defies the laws of physics when you're driving it fast around the corner. There's very little understeer when doing so, but at the same time when you're doing that, everything feels toned down, pretty tame. So what exactly are you paying 30 or 40k above an M50i? Well, that's the question I've been asking myself, and to be honest, I couldn't figure out an answer yet. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Is it worth paying that much to have an X6M Competition instead of an X6M 50i? Let me know in the comment section down below. And the funny thing is that while I was asking myself these questions, just the other day I was passed by an Audi RS6, the new one. And would you believe it that that one costs 20% less than this car? And it basically does the same thing. It's fast, it can carry around 5 people with ease and their luggage. So I don't know, price aside, this car is absolutely fantastic. It has everything. It has a comfortable and luxurious interior. It's huge on the inside. It is quite comfortable and practical, and it also has that superb twin-turbo V8 under the bonnet. But that's been it for today's video, my friends. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come. And until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you around.